night's red eyes, a haunting guise. In the stillness, I feel the chill, a spectral presence, a silent thrill, eerie whispers in the breeze. Night's red eyes, they never cease. Night's red eyes, piercing through the haze, watching all in their mysterious ways. In the depths of night where darkness lies, beware the gaze of night's red eyes.
Hey guys, this is Sparkle Soldier here, and this is my new What If. What if Deku had Raiden ability powers, born to fight? And I hope you like this video, because it'll take a nanosecond to get rid of these robots, or what the hell are they called? Oh right, thanks Doctor. Metal Gears. Let's get to it, and let's get to rip it! In West Africa, in Liberia, Deku was born in the civil war of the First Liberia War, and he faced all brutal hardships, losing his family, becoming an orphan of war. It was a rainy day that he was born, and he had no family to see or to go, until he was adopted by Solidus Snake. He was recruited into a child soldier program. He fought in the Liberia War, earning the name of his coach, Jack the Ripper. Most call him Jack, but his original name was called Deku. When he was dismissed and went to America by Solidus Snake, he was alone in the military, still the orphan in war. But when he was in the military in the United States of California, he met the first person that he never would have met in his entire life. It was Stars and Stripes, or Cassie, and Deku was basically trained by her just as much as Solidus Snake. But unlike Solidus Snake, Stars and Stripes was more helping and showing him there's more to life than fighting wars. And Deku, having a somewhat familiar bond with her, a unlikely situation for him, even though he was adopted by Solidus Snake, his quote father. Her Stars and Stripes was like a sister that he never had, but also a great mentor. But Deku was, well, quirkless. Didn't have any quirks from the time he was in Liberia. But Stars and Stripes, or Cassie, puts every moment showing that she deeply is caring over Deku's life, no matter how troublesome it is. Then Solidus Snake orders a specific mission for Deku. And Deku then says this. Right, what is it, sir? And Solidus Snake says this. Looks like you have something in mind, Deku. And Deku says, what are you talking about, sir? And Solidus Snake says, never. Nothing. I have a proclamation for you. Deku looks at Solidus Snake on the phone, or on comm. Is one of the most advanced systems that is near like telepathy. What's the proclamation? And then Solidus Snake says, I know you're quirkless, but that doesn't make you weak. And Deku says, why tell me the shtick now, old man? I already know that I'm not a very useful asset on this situation with other people. And then Solidus Snake says, it's not that. I've never once said that you're useless, or you can't take out quirk users. I'm just making the decremental choice. And then Deku says, What is it? Spill the beans, old man. Annoying brat. Solid Snake says, fine. I guess I spoiled you a bit. Fine. You're getting a upgrade, per se. And Suki says, what? What do you mean by upgrade? You'll meet Doctor. And Suki says, what do you mean by meeting a doctor? And then Solid Snake says, just go and see him. And then Suki says, wait, what? Hang on a minute. And then Solid Snake hangs up. And Suki then says, stupid old man! Freaking commander. Whatever. Guess I gotta do what I gotta do. And then he goes to see the doctor. Looking at his GPS watch. What the heck is this guy up to? Then Stars and Stripes says, Suki, it's great to see you. Waving her hand. And Suki says, oh, Cassie, what's up? And then Stars and Stripes says, I got a mail that's saying you're going to USJ. And then Lucas says, huh? I didn't mail that. And then Stars and Stripes says, really? I did check people around me, and they say you're getting a message. And then Suki says, I am. Then Suki checks his watch. What the? Just came in. And then Stars and Stripes says, I guess I'm not wrong. And I am very proud. And Suki says, yeah, thanks. And Stars and Stripes says, you could meet my master, or my good friend, All Might. And then Suki says, you meet the #1 hero in Japan? All Might? I guess I can say a good visit and tell him your good ambitions. And then Stars and Stripes says, yes, I think that's a good idea. But you need to be careful on situations, okay? Don't let anybody push you around. Giving a smile. And Suki says, you're forgetting something. My nickname's Jack. There's a reason they call me that, you know. Then Stars and Stripes says, they also call you... Then Stars and Stripes laughs and giggles a bit. And then Suki says, what are you laughing about? And then Stars and Stripes says, it's nothing, it just... And then Suki says, spill it out! I'm not gonna wait all day. And then Stars and Stripes says, Mr. Lightning Bolts. And Suki says, how did you get that nickname? And then Stars and Stripes says, sorry, it's just... It was one of the military officers that said other nickname was Mr. Lightning Bolts because you got shocked a few times by electronics by accident. And Suki says, oh, come on! I just got rid of that nickname for a bit of a while. Whatever. I'm gonna meet Doctor. And Stars and Stripes says, which doctor? And Suki says, it's secret. I don't even know. And Stars and Stripes says, did he tell you about that or something? And Deku says, he vaguely said it. And then Cassie then says this, he really is that stubborn, isn't he? And Deku says, you're telling me. And then Deku waves his hand goodbye and goes to the doctor. And when Deku gets to the doctor office, he then sees the place dark and then looks around. Not good. And then a hand comes out on his shoulder, grabbing the person's arm and says, "Nice try!" Throwing him down and pulling a knife on his neck and saying, "Who are you? Where did you even come from?" And then a person's, "Oh, you didn't need to be that rough, you know. I'm gonna have a talk to you." But somebody turned the lights off. Suki says, "Who are you?" And then the mysterious person says, "Can you let me go and I can tell you?" And Zuki says, "That's not a very good answer. Tell me." Then the person says, "My name is Wilhelm Weiktet." And Suki says, and Wilhelm then says, "I'm your doctor. Get off of me." And Suki then lets go and says, "Oh, so you're the doctor. So what's the assignment? And I'm here on Solid Snake's behalf. And give me a upgrade." And then Suki says, "What, steroids or something? Jeez, he knows that I don't need that crap." And then Wilhelm says, "None of that type of shit. It's something else." And Suki then was curious on what he meant by that. "No, can you let me speak a little bit? Or are you gonna make me be angry at you for not listening to me, Mr. Zuko?" And Zuki says, "How did you know my name?" And then Wilhelm says, "Oh, I know from you, Mr. Jack the Ripper, or Mr. Thunderbolts." "Damn it! Why did he give that name to you, man?" "But also, right, that name. Why did you say that?" Suki then looked at him seriously. "But there's also your last name, the White Devil." And Zuko says, "Did he tell you that much?" "No, I just know from information. But I'm here to give you an upgrade." And then Suki says, "What types of upgrade?" "Oh, Wilhelm then says it. I'll give you upgrades that could rival those of quirks, match the strengths, even the power of them." And Suki then was at awe at hearing that. Then Wilhelm says, "Because that's Solid Snake ordered. Quirks are getting more dangerous, being unpredictable, but we can match that with our technology. We don't want to make you a machine, we want you to be a cyborg." And Suki says, "That's true. So no wonder you guys want to be in UA. That message. God, I hate him." And then Wilhelm says, "He's difficult, but you can't start. I already am," Suki then says, with reluctant in his voice. Then Wilhelm then says, "So, William, I'm here to give you an offer of a lifetime. You can refuse if you want." And Suki says, "Sure, I gladly would take that offer," shaking his hand with Wilhelm's. Then Zuko was upgraded with cybernetic enhancements to his body and made an increase of speed, heightened reflexes, strength that could match even 10-ton skyscrapers with amount of strength, and a modified lightning-like electricity, and with a sword that could increase the damage and weakening the metal, cutting through like a hot butter on ice, and nearly destroying anything that was made for nuclear war. And Zuko then kept it low, keeping it a secret. And then he says, Thanks, Doc. No problem. But I have to explain all of the backlashes as well. He explains the backlashes to Zuko, and Zuko says, thanks, Doctor. And Zuko goes to Japan. Elaborate disguise! Da 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 da! In a soprano style! Yes, I'm using that meme. That is the funniest fuck meme there is. I know I don't like memes, but that is one of the best ones. Then when he was at Japan, all of the Japanese people look at him with a weird confusion on their face, looking at him like, who's this guy? And Suki says, yes, the identity has been proved to be effective. When Zuki was getting to his hotel to basically settle down and get ready to go to UA, he then comes across many people in a site seeing a villain that was taking over a blonde-haired kid body. All the heroes were having trouble dealing with the sludge villain, and then Zuki says, well, guess I gotta do something. Looks like nobody has the ability to take down that villain. Then Zuki grabs out his sword and rushes in, getting rid of his disguise in 10 seconds. And then the sludge villain says, now I can be able to destroy All Might. Then when the sludge villain says that, and Zuki comes in and says, I don't know about that, pal! Slashing down on the sludge villain. And sludge villain says, Bruh! And Zuki grabs Bakugo and throws him to the heroes. And Zuki says, keep him stable and make sure he's alright. Make sure there ain't any toxins. And the heroes say, hey, you're not the one that's supposed to tell us about what we do. And Zuki then says, just do it. And then Mount Lady says, who is this guy? Why does he have a cybernetic look of roboticsy ninja? And then Zuki says, hey sludge, how you like my sword? Then the sludge villain says, you caught me off guard, you stupid white-haired brat. Now I'm gonna take yours as well. And Zuki laughs it off and says, ha! Like you can't even touch me. And then sludge villain says, let's see who touch who. And then the sludge villain's tendrils come after Zuki, and Zuki dodges the sludge villain's minimum ease to slow, and Zuki then slashes down, and then the sludge villain says, slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning weapons don't affect me, idiot. And Zuki says, well, good thing I don't have neither of those. And Zuki then creates electricity in his sword. And the sludge villain felt the electricity coming through the sword and passes him out from shock. And Zuki says, man, I thought this hombre has no chill or that, but at least he can't take the heat. And the heroes see Zuko and try to stop him, but Zuko runs off faster than them could even catch up to him. And Zuko escaped from them. But a certain person was keeping an eye on Zuko. And then Zuko says, that was a good rush. Gotta keep going. And then a certain person says, you were very impressive there, kid. And then Zuko says, huh? Looking at a old withered guy. Who are you? never met you before. What are you looking for? I'm just a standby, just helping out a certain person. And the man with the old-looking side of him saying, you have good motivation and great intuition. You could be the heir that could help. And Zuki says, huh? What do you mean by that? And then the man says, I am Toshi, and I am All Might. And Zuki then laughs, please, I've seen photos of All Might, and he's buff. And Zuki laughs it off, looking at All Might as, well, we can state. And Zuki says, trust me, I would have known All Might in a heartbeat. And then All Might says, well, I don't blame you. Then transforming into his buff state. And Zuki says, whoa, you're really in! Well, I guess my luck really didn't expect you. Then All Might says, you have the courage of the hero and the instinct. You could be the one for all heir. All Might explains its quirk and how it transfers. And then Zuki says, well, I don't think that'll work on me. Sorry, but mine is cyber enhanced, so it wouldn't even affect me much. But, I guess it could. Let me know if there's anyone else that could actually help out with you, okay? I'll lend you a hand, just as much as my teacher will lend me a hand. And All Might says, oh, who is your teacher? And then, when Zuki was walking away, he looks at him. Well, I am the student of Stars and Stripes. Well, what's left of me? Or you should know her as Casey. And All Might then smiles and says, so Stars and Stripes has a fellow student that she taught. Well, maybe we should have a good talk about it. And Zuki says, yeah, I think I like that. Now, gotta go. And Zuki, at a blink of an eye, was gone. And All Might says, he's a fast little guy. And that's where I'm ending this video. I hope you liked this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time.